Well, hello! First time in. Yes, I can see by your gaping mouth that it is. Oh, I'm so rude. Allow me to introduce myself. Hubert Thorne, at your service. Now, what brings you in today? Maybe something to brighten up your dorm. Merlin knows they're dreadfully dull.
How did you know I was a student?
Oh, I was once at Hogwarts myself. Yes, indeed. That's where my talents for herbology really took root. Ha 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 ha! Now, let me see. I've got it. Right over here, if you would follow me. This glorious species screams, "You!" to me. What do you think?
Looks a bit pricey. I'm not sure I can afford it.
Right. Well, just a student. How about something a bit more economical? And by that I mean free.
Free sounds good.
Yes, well, this will take some work. Really put your herbology skills to the test. Follow me.
Oh, it looks dead.
Not dead, just not thriving. It's much too crowded in here for puffer pods, you see. Customers constantly bumping them, causing them to bloom. It's exhausting for the little fellas. What do you say? It's my very last one.
All right, why not? I'll give it a go.
Excellent. If you can revive this pufferpod to its previous picture of perfection, I'd say you have the makings of a budding herbologist.
It's not dead, it's just not thriving. Anyway, I'm trying to revive it. Who knows? Maybe herbology is my calling. I'm going to ask Professor Longbottom for advice after class. Uh-oh. Looks like Professor Longbottom might have something else for you to worry about, Kevin. Oh! Huh? Oh! I'll help. Oh, I was hoping you'd start with something less toothy.
Oh. Ah.
That was a lot harder than I thought it would be. But it was all...
Oh!
Ah.
Oh! Haha.
Thanks, Professor. Actually, I was wondering, could you take a look at my plant?
Ah.
I don't know. I got it from that new plant shop in Hogsmeade.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Great. Thanks, Professor.
Ah.
What happened?
That, I was hoping, is something you could tell me.
Professor McGonagall? What's going on?
You don't know? A professor and a student are practically petrified, and the witch who was supposed to be helping has gone missing.
What are you talking about? How did I even get here?
Oh dear, are you telling me you have no recollection of this evening's events?
No, not a one. Wait, why am I here?
I'm afraid you were found in the corridor, standing over your classmate, clearly befuddled.
I don't remember any of that. Can't you take my memories to the pensive?
At the moment, it seems you have no memories to retrieve. I understand this is difficult, but please.
All I see are images, like snapshots of a moment in time.
That's as good a place to start as any. Tell me about one of them.
There's an odd-looking witch. She's got something to do with plants, I think.
Ah, that would be Miss Cole. She came to us from St. Mungo's, intent on helping find an antidote to the so-called mysterious malady.
Oh, that I remember. Kevin told me about it. Wizards are falling asleep. No one knows why and no one can wake them up.
Precisely. The Ministry sent Miss Cole to work with our professors, and then things went awry. Interesting that you can't recall her arrival. It was quite dramatic.
That plant is dead, right?
It's not dead, it's just not thriving. And it's much better than it was.
If you say so. I hope you're not considering a career at...
Ha ha, very funny.
May I have your attention, please? I would like to introduce a special guest. Ah, it appears she has not yet arrived, but no matter. Miss Astrid Cole, a former student and current healer at St. Mungo's, will be joining us to help some of your professors devise an antidote for the mysterious malady you have no doubt heard about. Now,
How could you let my boy get mauled by a fanged geranium? You should be ashamed of yourself. How you're still allowed to teach is beyond me. Beheading that vile snake does not make you the chief warlock in charge.
And it wasn't even Professor Longbottom's fault. If Fisher had been paying attention...
Interesting plant you have there.
Oh, I remember that. She creeped me out.
do you recall what happened next?
No. I mean, I see flashes of memories, but they're all mixed up.
As long as something is in that head of yours, we may be able to retrieve it. Drink this. It's a mild memory potion.
That tastes awful. I think you forgot the peppermint.
Thank you for that assessment. I'll be sure to inform Professor Slughorn. Now, tell me, what do you remember?
Okay, things are becoming clearer now. Let's see.
Everyone thinks plants are to blame. Idiots.
What's going on?
Something's happened in the greenhouse, obviously.
That much I figured out, thanks. What's he doing here?
Mr. Thorne? They must be consulting with him. He does know absolutely everything about plants. It's her you should be wondering about.
Who? Miss Cole?
Yes, just look at her, lurking in the shadows.
I don't think she's lurking.
May I have your attention, please? It pains me to tell you this, but Professor Longbottom has been found in this very greenhouse, asleep and unawakenable. While it was once unthinkable, it appears the so-called mysterious malady has made its way to
I, for one, am here to help in any way I can, Minerva. Just name it.
I appreciate that, Hubert. Now, as it appears the Ministry is correct in their belief that plants are the cause of this sinister sleeping sickness, this greenhouse will be off-limits to students until further notice. Mr. Filch, if you please.
Everyone thinks plants are to blame. Idiots.
That's right. Astrid said people were idiots to think plants were to blame. I remember that now.
In my experience, those at fault are those who flee, and Miss Cole is nowhere to be found. Can you recall anything else?
Is it dead yet?
Excuse me?
That sickly plant of yours. Is it dead? Or improving?
Oh, improving, I think.
Curious. Well then.
She's been to visit him every day. Just stares, never says a word.
Maybe she's not sure what to say.
Or maybe she's just a weirdo. Madame Pomfrey says she's always been that way.
Always?
Since she was a student. Apparently, she wasn't very sociable. No friends, not even in her own house.
That is surprising.
It's suspicious. Although, for some reason, the matron is still quite fond of her. She helped collect herbs and administer potions to sick students, even during the Battle of Hogwarts.
Really? Wow, that's commendable.
It's dangerous is what it is. Letting someone like that tend to the sick? Who knows what's going on in her head?
What was that?
Not what, who. Astrid, lingering outside, eavesdropping on our conversation. I told you, she's not to be trusted.
If I heard someone talking about me the way you were just talking about her, I'd stay outside too.
I only speak the truth.
Based on what? You don't know her.
And you do?
Oh, right. Cassandra really didn't like Astrid. I can't believe I forgot that.
Well, it would seem that particular piece of information is no longer forgotten. What else can you recall?
This is going to be the best lesson. Mr. Thorne is a proper genius when it comes to herbology. We're lucky to have him.
I thought you liked Professor Longbottom.
I do, but, well, he doesn't own a plant shop, does he?
Thank you, Professor Sprout. Haha, Sprout and Thorn. We make quite the pair, don't we? Clearly, we were born to be herbologists. Ah, yes. I see quite a few familiar faces. Happy customers, no doubt. For those who don't know, I own a shop in Hogsmeade called Bewildering Blooms. Plants are my passion, particularly those of a magical nature. This, for example, is a thorn original. I call it a bloom for you. As the name suggests, it blooms only for one. Please, everyone, take a closer look.
It didn't work.
Sorry, my dear. This one's mine. There. You see, my handsome face has finally awoken her beauty in all its glory. I've sold hundreds to some rather famous wizards too. And no, Miss Fall, I'm not going to tell you how I did it. That's my... No, I believe your professor was teaching you about some of the more unpredictable plants, like the Chinese chomping cabbage. This one does have a bad attitude, but remains a vital ingredient in potions, such as Skellygrow. Definitely worth getting to know. Shall we?
A Pugno! Atmosphere charm. Stupefy. Thunderstorm.
Oh, it's all right, everyone. We're in this together.
Up the mantle up there. Pugno!
Ugh, it's her again.
Hello. Can I help you with something?
No, definitely not.
Well, that was rather rude. All right, then. Back to your plants, everyone.
She is different, but
Yes! For once, I agree with Daniel. She's trouble. Just yesterday,
or maybe she was just shopping?
spying more likely.